This haunting was so real, even the cops refused to go back inside. In 2011, Latoya Ammons and her 3 children moved into a house in Gary, Imania. At first, it seemed like your typical rental property, because while the police were there, they got a call about a possible break-in at the house next door. And when they arrived, it was Latoya's 12-year-old daughter who answered the door. She told them that she and her 2 friends were home alone for a sleepover, but the 3 girls claimed that they hadn't heard anything. Weird. The police were about to leave when one of them noticed the girls' feet. See? They were moving. Would you spend one night in the Gary Demon House? Let me know in the comments below. And for more terrifying tales, stay tuned. And as they watched, the girl slowly began to levitate. She eventually floated all the way up to the ceiling. Sure, it needed a few repairs, but what didn't? And then the youngest child, who had been silent up until that point, walked up a wall backward. And he didn't just walk up the wall, he did it in front of the stunned hospital staff and police officers. Yep, they literally bulldozed the place. A few months later, though, things started to get weird. Child Protective Services got involved along with doctors, priests, and yes, more police officers. The priests performed multiple exorcisms, too. Some were even officially authorized by the Catholic Church. One cop claimed that his car started acting up after he visited the house, and his phone began deleting photos on its own. Like there were swarms of flies in the house, even though all the windows and doors were closed. Then there were footsteps in the attic and shadowy figures at the edge of their vision, but it was all just too much to handle. So they called the cops, and then things started to get really weird. That's when things got really scary, because one of the boys then started growling in a voice that was on his own. From that day on, things were never the same. To make matters worse, even the most hardened investigators admitted that they felt watched in the basement, so they called in a team to remove the house. But here's the question. If this was fake, why did the police and church take it so seriously?